Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. What you're looking at is the tweet that everyone is talking about. It is a post that hundreds of VTweeters and failed VTubers are attacking and making call-out posts about in an attempt to virtue signal about this lolly smasher past tweet in an attempt to gain some quick clout. Now, this collage of brain rot is only a fraction of the quote retweets attacking this VTuber. It's simply what I could fit on the screen because every out-of-touch, interaction-starved tourist came out of the woodwork to demonstrate just how ignorant and hypocritical they are in their responses. So right off the bat, the vast majority of these people don't even know what the definition of lolly is, since nearly all of them use it interchangeably with child. And for those who are watching this and you still don't know, lolly is an aesthetic. A petite body type exclusive to anime and manga, one that has absolutely nothing to do with age, hence why the majority of lolly characters are adults. A great recent example being Rebecca from Cyberpunk, and if you don't believe me, you can believe the developers of the series who confirmed that she is in fact a lolly. So basically, these people don't even know what they're mad about in the first place, and yet they still feel so comfortable with themselves calling other people pedophiles, harassing them, brigading them, and attacking them over a term they don't even know the basic definition of. But their ignorance is hardly surprising. They don't even know anything about VTubing or the anime industry that is the foundation of VTubing. All these VTubers have to do is look up above them and realize that some of the biggest VTubers and VTuber agencies are filled with lolly models, lollycons, shotacons, and those who are completely okay with these themes or even embrace them. I mean, go through the accounts spewing hate towards this VTuber, and there's a 50-50 shot they're following Gawr Gura. Where's the call-out posts about her? I mean, it's a VTuber with 4 million subscribers who routinely likes and retweets lolicon artwork based on her model, one that consistently makes references to lolicon culture. Where's the call-out post on her? Why are you focusing all of your energy on some random smasher past tier list made by a VTuber with 1,000 followers instead of going after someone with a huge platform doing the same exact thing? Well, I mean, it's hardly surprising that's happening because the English VTuber community is literally high school 2.0, except it's worse because now you have terminally online losers in their 20s reliving their high school experience. And part of that is landing these hate brigades against people, and it's really all just laced in bullying. Because whenever someone's attacked, whenever a VTuber is attacked over this topic, it's always a small content creator who really can't defend themselves. Because it's not about doing what's right or wrong, it's not about anything to do with right or wrong. It's about bullying and dogpiling people to gain acceptance from your peers. And these people don't care about helping actual children or raising any sort of a real concern towards their safety. You want proof? Well, they make it out to be that this VTuber's post is actual CP. They believe her model and this original post is CP, and yet here they are redistributing it through their quote retweets. It is a product of their quote retweet. They are sharing it with every single person in their audience. Every single follower and every single person on Twitter comes across their account just was exposed to what these people consider to be CP. So by your own standard, they are redistributing CP when they make this quote retweet to begin with. And I mean, what? Should these people turn themselves into the police? That's what they believe. Should you seek therapy? That's what you're saying. But just like these VTubers who are encouraging people to report iIIegal to the police and use Twitter to report these tweets to take them down, these are completely and utterly misguided. So for anyone delusional enough to think reporting these things to law enforcement or even to Twitter is a good idea, content involving fictional characters is not reportable on Twitter, and in countries like the US, it is legal as long as the depiction is indistinguishable from a real-life child. Indistinguishable means if you put a picture of the artwork next to a real child, you won't be able to tell which one's real and which one's fake. No, schizos, that does not mean any of this stuff. Nobody in their right mind would confuse any of this with a real-life child. It is not even close. It is not even meant to be close. And false reports based on fictional content are so disturbingly common and damaging that the FBI and the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the two biggest agencies for helping out with this sort of thing, have begged the public to stop filing inactionable reports over fictional content, because these false reports hurt real children. They take away time and resources that could help real victims, not to help people who need help with their Twitter beef, who are upset about pixels. If you do this, if you actually think this is helping anyone, you are a bad person. You are wasting resources that could help real children. But no, you want to virtue signal and exploit these systems to report people you have a personal beef with on twitter.com. Get your priorities straight. That is insane. When you selfishly clog up report systems with these things about fictional content, you know who it helps? It helps actual predators by letting them fall under the radar. And speaking of helping pedophiles, you know what else does that? Watering down the term pedophilia to mean absolutely nothing. And all of these people tweeting about this, calling it CP, CSEM, or the product of pedophilia, congratulations, you're watering down the term pedophilia so people continue to not take it seriously. And that, once again, helps real predators and makes victims taken less seriously. Because how many times have you seen threads on Twitter talking about someone being a pedophile, and there has to be the clarification made of whether they're an actual predator or it's just lolicon stuff? That is wrong. That is a very bleak reality we are living. And watering down the term does not help anyone but the actual predators. And if you want to make the claim that these things are linked to pedophilia, I would give you $1 million if you could find any sort of a suitable study to support any of that. That is the problem. Where is the evidence? If you want to believe these things and feel so passionate about it, I would like to see something that actually proves it. Not about just how you feel. I don't want to hear about just how you feel, because you need evidence before you make these accusations against people. These aren't just little slang words to sling around on Twitter. Pedophile is an accusation. And it's okay. Here's the thing. A lot of people will say, oh, Rev, well, if it's not pedophilia, then it's certainly very weird. Okay, it is weird. It is completely fine to think these things are weird. It is valid to find them weird, disgusting, immoral, whatever. You can block any person who likes lolly or lolicon on sight. You can disassociate with them. You can not like them. You can think they're even bad people. But calling them a pedophile or insinuating that they are or their communities are is wrong. And like for all the reasons I just said, you are watering down actual terms used to identify real predators, and you are not helping anyone. In fact, you are hurting real-life children in this process. It's all about prioritization. The fact that you see something that you think is CP, or you see someone you think is a predator, and your first response is not to call the police. Your response, in many cases, is to quote retweet them and share the image you think is CP, or to just talk about it and not do anything in a legal process. It just shows these people are full of shit. It's all virtue signaling, and it's hurting real life people. And, you know, I have a lot of people, pointing out that, oh, this isn't really a big deal. This is just justice being served. Why do you actually care? Why are you scraping for this? This is about harassment and bullying. These people are bullies. That's all they are at the end of the day. Their responses, the only thing that's actually reportable are these responses trying to make basically hit lists on this VTuber over fictional content. That's the only reportable thing going on here. These people are bullies. They're getting satisfaction out of dogpiling someone they think is weird. And that's all there is to it. Everything beyond that is just superficial lies to make themselves feel like they're the righteous ones in this situation when they are not. Normal people don't act like this. Normal people can separate what makes them uncomfortable between things that are criminal. These people, these VTubers that have been highlighted today, they are completely and utterly out of touch. There is a reason why the most successful VTubers don't make posts like this. It is literally like fishing with dynamite when you make posts that are anti-lolicon, and yet the vast majority of these are 10 likes or less. There are only a few that have any sort of traction, but still people can't help themselves. Well, you don't see big VTubers do it because number one, it's bad for your career. And if you want to say, oh, well, this is not about career, this is what's right or wrong. Well, for all the reasons I just listed, there is a right or wrong. It is wrong to make these posts attacking someone over this content. But needless to say, that's the video, that's the rant. Thank you for hanging around. And of course, follow the link in description, go to the tweet. Let's get some positive quote retweets, positive comments. Give Irina a follow if you so wish. Let's make this into a good situation. And I'm proud to say they've been getting a ton of support. It's not just hate, they're getting tons of support. And let's just work to give a little bit more. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.